Welcome to Virtual STEM Club, Tell Me a Secret. I'm Sandy, and today we're going to write some secret messages and do some chemical reactions with the supplies that we have before us. You should have picked up your take and make bag that will have everything you need to do this project. Let's get started. In your take and make bag, you're going to find 2 sheets of paper, a baggie with some baking soda, a baggie with this orange stuff that's called turmeric. You'll find 2 craft sticks, some cotton swabs, a bottle filled with rubbing alcohol, 2 cups to mix our solutions, and then a measuring cup. You will need some water from your kitchen tap or bathroom sink, whichever works. And so let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is make our invisible ink. And for that, we're just going to need the bag with the white stuff in it, the baking soda. So we'll take that, we'll take our measuring cup, and then we'll take one of our paper cups. And we are going to measure into the measuring cup a half a cup of water. So you'll find the half a cup, which is about halfway down. And we'll pour the water into that just until we hit the half a cup mark. And if I tilt it, it's gonna look like it doesn't have a half a cup in it, but I filled the water up to the half a cup line. And then I'm going to pour it into my paper cup. I'm going to set that aside because we'll use it again. And then we're going to take the contents of this baggie with the white baking soda in it. And we'll just dump that into our water. And we've pre-measured a tablespoon of baking soda, baking soda. And so once that's poured in there, we'll just mix that up. And you want to just mix until the baking soda is dissolved in there. That might take a minute or 2, and you can kind of tell if you don't feel it in the bottom of the cup. And your water is going to look kind of milky. It won't be clear anymore. And that's just the baking soda in there. So just keep stirring that all up until it's good and mixed up. And you can set the stick aside if you want, or you can leave it in the cup, it doesn't matter. And then you'll take your paper and you can write a letter on your paper, you can draw a picture, whatever you want to do. And this part is just a little bit tricky because once you start drawing, you'll have a hard time seeing it on the paper. You may have to kind of tilt it into the light and you'll see the shiny wet spots. And after we paint our picture, then we're going to let it dry. But let's paint the picture first. So just take one of your cotton swabs, dip it in the mixture, kind of swirl it around and get it wet. And then you could write your name, you can draw a pumpkin, but you can see, and I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but once you start, it's kind of shiny where you've made a line. And so then you just keep doing that, and it'll dry pretty quickly. You can see it start to dry already. So then you're just gonna write or draw whatever you want. And we've included 2 pieces of paper here for that. You could try doing regular notebook paper. If you have construction paper at home, you could try that. We only did it on this cardstock, but I've written my name on there and that'll take a few minutes. I let mine dry overnight. I would think probably an hour would probably work. And you'll know it's dry when you can't see the shiny water on there anymore. And you might even see a little bit of the powder from the water evaporating and the baking soda kind of sitting on top of the paper. So do that with both pieces of paper. You're going to have plenty of liquid there. If you have other paper at home you want to try it with, that's great. But once you get your pictures done, you'll set it aside and let it dry. And I do have a couple that I did a couple days ago already and all dried, and we'll mix up our revealing ink and then we'll show you how that works. So I'm setting aside my baking soda mixture, and for the next one we're again going to measure the 1/2 cup mark on your measuring cup here, and you should have just about exactly a 1/2 cup of rubbing alcohol in your little bottle. So you'll just take it and again pour it in to the 1/2 cup mark, and I've got just a 1/2 cup here. Like I said, if I tip my cup it's not going to show, but there's 1/2 cup. And you could, if you want to, put your turmeric in here. I'm just going to put it in here because I can always rinse this cup out and use it for something else. But we're going to have our 1/2 cup of rubbing alcohol, and then we're going to take the yellowy orange bag of turmeric, and we're just going to do like we did with the baking soda. We're going to dump it into the rubbing alcohol. Now this one is a little bit messy and it might leave a stain on your fingers or the table, so you might want to put it on a piece of newspaper or paper towel or that kind of thing. You can also put newspaper under your pictures when you're doing the revealing ink. So we did have pretty good luck using just a general disinfecting spray to get the spots out when we dribbled it on the table when we did this before. So just take your turmeric, add it into the rubbing alcohol, and the turmeric smells kind of, I'm not sure what it smells like, kind of like dirt almost, sort of. So it does have a little smell to it, and as you can probably see from the craft stick, it's got some color to it, and I did get some on it, splash some on my fingers. So be careful with your clothes. I'm not sure if it'll come out of clothes. We did get it out of the table, like I said. So there's our turmeric mixture. And now I'm going to take another piece of paper towel just to try to protect my surface. And I'm going to take a picture that I had done ahead of time so it would dry. And if you do that and you set it aside and you can't tell which side is which, you can always feel, and you should be able to feel like sand on your paper. That will be the dried baking soda. So we're gonna again take one of our cotton swabs, we'll dip it into the paprika. Excuse me, that's not paprika, it's turmeric, in the turmeric mixture. And then you just start painting over the dried baking soda mixture. And then either your message or your drawing, whatever you've done, will start to show up. And this is what's happening here. This is a drawing I did. I don't even remember what it is, to be honest with you. So we're going to find out together. Alright. Oh, looks like some words coming out of here. So you'll just keep painting, and you'll see if you have a spot that doesn't show up, you can always just take some more of your turmeric mixture. and just keep painting. And see how it's revealing our secret message. And just keep painting away. You can fill in your blank spots. And just keep painting, painting, painting. If you do get a specific area quite wet, the baking soda kind of will run. Like if I just would keep putting that, it's gonna kind of move the baking, see how that color is starting to spread. So if you like that look, you can do that. But otherwise, you can just keep painting until you've revealed your picture or your message. And again, there's enough here if you've got multiple messages. You can go ahead and do that. And then when you decide to dispose of this, just be careful. It will color things. But here is our reveal. So the science behind this fun project is mostly chemical reaction, and how that works is baking soda is white, and when it dries you can't see it on your project. So again, we've got the one that we just did that's still drying and you can kind of see the water, but here on this one you can't see it. You can feel it, but it's against the white paper. You can't see the baking soda and it blends in with the paper. Turmeric, which is what's in the revealing ink, is a kind of chemical called acid base that changes color depending on whether it's in a solution with high pH called a base or a solution with a low pH called an acid. Baking soda is a base and turns the turmeric bright red where we wrote or painted a picture. So they are interacting because our baking soda is the base, and then we're putting the acid on the base, and they are reacting and showing us what happens when that reaction occurs. Paper has a neutral pH, therefore it doesn't react either with the baking soda or the turmeric. So that's why what we're getting here is just the color of the turmeric on the paper. It's not a reaction like this part, which is the turmeric reacting with the baking soda. Enjoyed doing Tell Me a Secret, and I'd love to see your secret messages or artwork that you did with this project, and you can share it with us at the email address that's coming across your screen now. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.